You can relax. Moo and JoJo have a podcast. The world is scary and we're stuck in our homes, and there are a lot of unknowns. But you can relax. Moo and Joe have a podcast.
Welcome to the MooJo podcast. I am your host, Josie Tyler, and I'm here with my co-host,
Macy.
And it is actually Thursday when we are filming this. It's very gloomy, rainy Thursday.
Well, it got sunnier this morning. I woke up and I thought it was 5 a.m. because it was dark outside. But it wasn't. It was 7:50.
How's your day going, Mason?
Mine's going pretty splendid. Sorry, we're trying to be a little bit quiet because Mom's
So our mom
but...
is teaching on a Zoom right now, so we're trying to be a little quieter. And we're just staring at a mess because we just kind of pushed everything under our beds so we could film this.
Just tell them that.
So we can film. What are you doing? That makes so much noise. And you don't realize it. Anyway, our mom is teaching, so we're trying to be a little quiet. So I'm sorry if you can't hear us because somebody decided that she needed her beautiful face to be on camera.
I just thought it'd be more interesting for you guys.
No, a podcast is listening, so you're not going to be able to hear us at all since the camera is so far away and the mic is so far away, and
Not
somebody's
true.
being rude. But so yeah, happy Friday! It's Friday for you guys.
Today is Thursday, February 4th.
Yeah, so we're
Should we
getting
tell them that?
yeah,
No.
we're getting
Sorry.
back into the routine of posting our MooJo podcast. Just podcast. It's a podcast.
No, they're podcasts.
Just like a channel. You don't say on my channels.
Yeah, but on my
Podcast.
podcast, I have podcasts. You have podcasts?
But no one says I have podcasts. People say I have podcasts. I have a podcast.
Okay.
I have a podcast. This is our podcast. Technically mine, but she's my co-host, so I have to include her on everything.
My name is in it, so that makes it our podcast. Not a co-host, we're hosts.
What I wanted to do is I want to get... Okay, this podcast will only last maybe a few years. The reason being, I don't want to podcast with her anymore. No, that's not the reason. I wanted... You are right there.
Sorry, I was just trying to fix that. It was annoying me.
Anyway, I wanted this podcast to actually be me and my mom, but since we don't have a lot of time
Just
filming
kick me right out of it. I'm chopped liver
since we
now.
don't have a lot of time filming that kind of stuff, I asked Macy if she wanted to do it, and she was like, sure. And that's why now that I think...
Correction, she did not ask me. I said,
asked you.
oh, you're doing a podcast? I'll do it with you.
And she just butted right in. But no, what I'm really
Butt
hoping...
right in. She just butt right in.
Anyway, this could just give you a lot of...
Second graders.
This is just going to be a lot of us laughing. Anyway, and Macy jumping in and cutting me off. But so what I wanted it to be is after I figured out that Mom won't have enough time to film it with me.
Why are you playing with your straws?
Because I eat fidget. Anyway. I have so much editing to do.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no, you gotta keep all this in.
Anyway.
This is the good stuff.
This is not entertaining. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to get me and my grandma doing it. My ma grandma. And so we're going to...
That is pretty entertaining.
And the reason I also have another grandma, her name is Melanie, my grandma Melanie. And I wanted to do it with her too. The reason I can't though is because I don't have... It costs a lot of money to get a screen recorder that lasts long and that is good quality. So, and of course I don't see my grandma Melanie every Friday, every Thursday. 300 miles away.
300?
300.
Oh yeah, it's 300 something miles away. I was gonna say 3,000, but I knew that was an
300.
exaggeration.
300 miles.
Oh my gosh. I forgot I asked you. I thought something was much.
Anyway, she lives 300 miles away, so I can't podcast with her every Friday, but I'm sure we'll have her as a guest on some days in the future. Can you be quiet?
I'm so sorry.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead ahead and jump right into this podcast. So, Ma, just be prepared when I ask you, because it might be a couple months, but I am going to ask you just to be my co-host, and I'm going to knock her out of the park. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, I wanted to start off with some news. FYI, this is the podcast where we don't fact check. I wrote some news down, and
I fact checked my stuff, but she doesn't know how to find credible sources.
No, because this isn't a news channel. This is a podcast. I don't have to do this, you know? All right,
my
anyway.
teacher just taught me credible sources, you know, or taught us, I should say. So I know how to find credible sources, whereas she is a little, you know.
Be quiet. Anyway.
Not with it.
This week is the first week of February. It was February 1st on Monday.
Yes.
Which
is very cool that it goes Monday to, so then you like know what day it is. Like Friday, oh, it's the 5th day, so it's Friday the 5th.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So on Tuesday morning, Phil the groundhog saw his shadow. That means 6 more weeks of winter for us.
Which
How do you feel?
sounds about true because this weekend and into next week, it's supposed to be under 20 degrees every day, and the low
I'm
is
going to jump
under
into
10.
that in a few minutes.
So
How do you
that's
feel
just-
about us having more winter, though?
I mean, I kind of feel like I got gypped on winter because, like, there wasn't that much snow. We couldn't sled and that kind of stuff. But then again,
Hopefully we'll get some snow days.
Maybe.
Over next
I'm
couple
just
weeks.
really kind of looking forward to spring and you can get outside. Because we've been stuck inside. We were stuck inside when it was summer last year. Pretty much. Not really, but...
Do
know what I
you
mean.
do you believe the groundhog? Do you believe Phil?
I don't know, but I saw a meme yesterday. Oh my goodness. It was like, oh my gosh. I don't know.
Nice talk.
It was something though, because there's like a meme about it and they put Punxsutawney Phil in it instead.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool.
It was something like liar or something. I don't know.
Okay. Before we get
I'm so confused.
demonetized, go ahead and give us the holidays.
Okay, so today, February 4th, which this day will have already gone past for you guys, it's Think a Mail Carrier Day.
Yes, do that.
Yes, and also World Cancer Day.
Can I say something real quick about that mail one?
Just pop in wherever.
Okay, so we actually, my grandma and grandpa came in town a little before Christmas, and we went to give Kaylee and Jesse some presents. And when we went there, Sam had a box. I should say Sam and Ryan, but I know Ryan did not have this idea.
Probably
think
true.
Sam did. But they had a box, like an old like Chewy.com box sitting on their patio. I mean, I don't know if it's Chewy.com, but it was like an Amazon, whatever.
It was a box.
Yeah, and
Just cardboard box.
Yeah, just cardboard box. And she had like granola bars and like some bag of chips. And of course, it was warmer outside, even though it was December. It was still
It was
warm,
like the warmer.
like in the 60s and stuff. So she just had some of that out there.
Some waters, I
Some
think,
water.
too.
She did have a lot of bottled waters, so that you know if they come by and they need something, they have it. And that was a really nice idea. Because she gets so many packages, she orders so much stuff. But
So, and then February 5th, which is the day that you guys will be watching this, is Give Kids a Smile Day. So if you see a kid, just tell them something, tell them a joke, talk to them, give them a smile.
But don't walk up to them and go like and creep them out. That would.
Yeah, don't be creepy
And
about
we
it.
don't really go out anywhere in these days. So
But if you happen, if a kid happens to just be walking down the street, just, you know.
give them a smile. Give them
Also,
a wave. Say howdy.
it would be National Bubblegum Day. So if you chew bubblegum, go ahead.
Tomorrow we might want to
Bubblegum.
eat some bubblegum.
Also, Chocolate Fondue Day. So
The chocolate
Man.
fondue.
some of these days in February I love. A lot of them are about food, just to give you a little heads up. And then also it's
What she means is a lot of them are about other things other than food, but she just decided to put all the food
Well,
ones
yeah.
in there.
Oh, yes. Keep that in mind that some of them I just didn't write down because I didn't think they were like very good ones, like very interesting ones. Anyway, it's also National Wear Red Day for February 5th, which apparently I'm doing that a little early. And then also it's National Nutella Day.
Is that all the national days?
No, I got
Okay, continue.
6th. There's like multiple ones on each day.
Go ahead.
So 6 is a National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day.
Oh yes, I heard about that
Have
on
to take
a
advantage of
podcast.
that one.
On a podcast I watch, actually, I saw that.
And then also it's National Frozen Yogurt Day, which kind of goes against, because you're supposed to eat ice cream for breakfast. I wonder if you could just put frozen yogurt instead.
Hey, it is also National Play Outside Day, correct?
I did not see that on there.
It also on
But I don't
the
know.
ice cream day. I don't know 100% sure, but I do think it is National Play Outside Day. So parents out there, give your kids ice cream for breakfast, send them outside. Unless it's too cold, I bet it'll be too cold.
But if you can't send them outside, just send them somewhere where they can get some exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And then also it's National Time to Talk Day on the 6th. So talk to someone about something. It could be something important.
We should have done that yesterday. I mean, we should have done the podcast tomorrow.
But it's got to be posted tomorrow. But that's okay.
Anyway, is that everything?
No, the 7th is National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
Ooh, I love some fettuccine.
Also, send a card to a friend.
Do that.
I'm going to go ahead and say sending cards are super fun.
Or email.
That's what I was about to say. Sending cards are super fun. Like, it's like, oh, I get to write it out and then send it in the postal service thing, and then, you know, they're going to get it. And it's kind of going to be like a surprise. Not going to be right immediately, and they're not going to be able to send immediately something back. But if you can't send a card, or you'd rather just send an email or a text, just send something nice to your friend. Also, the 7th. Guess what the day of the 7th is?
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
So the KC Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs,
And
against
Tampa
Tampa Bay
Buccaneers? Let me look it up.
Just gonna look that up real quick, and we're gonna tell you later. The 8th is National Boy Scout Day. So if you know any Boy Scouts, say Happy Day. That makes no sense right there, but that's okay. Okay. And then also it's National Kite Flying Day, which is actually something cool that I was thinking about just now, actually.
Yeah, I was right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So we're going to South Padre, and they fly kites a lot there. They have like kite flying festivals and everything. Sorry, just a little fun fact, because it's a kite flying. And then the 9th is National Pizza Day. National Toothache Day, which would make sense if you're eating a bunch of junk food with pizza, you know. You're going to get some toothaches, maybe. And then also it's Safer Internet Day. So just, you know, be safe on the internet. If you're a kid, you know, cyberbullying.
Educate people on cyberbullying.
In fact,
especially kids.
Yeah, educate people. Look it up online. There's plenty of videos. What's that one that we?
There's one on like is it Starfall?
No.
ABC.
That was the robot.
ABC. Yeah.
Okay, there's one on ABC, but remember that one with the robot and the girl? Remember we did videos and it was an app?
Oh gosh, keep thinking of
Brain.
Brain. I'm looking it up.
I'm just gonna look that up, and we're gonna talk to you about that in a second. Then the 10th is National Umbrella Day. So I'm wondering if it's supposed to rain. That'd actually be pretty cool with National Umbrella Day. Brain Pop. So Brain Pop. There's actually a whole entire. It's for. It costs to get certain videos, but the cyberbullying video is free. So show that to some younger kids or even adults that you might think need help with cyberbullying, or not cyberbullying, cyber safety. What was I? Oh yeah, the 11th, which is going to be the last national day that we talk about, is Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day.
All right.
So if people are crying over nothing, just be like, hey, it's Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day. So stop crying about that. Okay, and then next for the 11th is Women in Science Day. It's actually women and girls in science, sorry. But I think that's pretty cool because actually at my middle school, we have this thing, it's called GEMS, Girls Empowered by Math and Science. I think that's a really cool thing.
Can I say one more thing?
People are getting empowered by science.
Someone didn't put my lid on correct.
Oh, sorry.
And someone screwed it on so tight I cannot get it on.
Uh-oh.
You don't pop it, it's a screw.
I know, but I'm just seeing if I can pop it.
Don't break it, screw it. There you go. I just want to fix it.
Okay. And then also, for the 11th, it's National Guitar Day. Actually, I think the 2nd was National Ukulele Day, which is the instrument that
Really?
Josie plays. Yeah. I think it was the 2nd. I can't remember. I saw it on there somewhere. But, yeah, 11th is National Guitar Day. Okay, and then also, if you were wondering where I got all of these national days, it was actually on nationaltoday.com. But if you just type in National Day Calendar, the second one that pops up for me is nationaltoday.com. Click on that. Then you scroll down and click on your month that you want. and then you scroll down to get through if it's a national month or if it's a national day. So if you're ever wondering and you haven't seen our podcast,
I will link it in the description if you want to check it out too. We will give you the holidays and everything, but you might forget it. You might not be able to find our podcast. Go look for it. So that you were finished, correct?
Definitely.
All right. I am going to. So earlier when Macy was talking about it being cold this weekend, I wanted to explain why. Macy, do you know why?
Wasn't there like a big like snow, not necessarily a snowstorm, but like a storm that came through the East Coast?
No.
West Coast?
No.
North?
No.
South?
Nothing about America at all.
Oh.
So
Iceland. Greenland.
Macy, no.
Sorry.
So something happened called the
Canada.
the polar vortex.
Plunge. Oh.
The polar.
Sorry.
The polar vortex, and I hope I'm saying that correct. But it happened in Antarctica. Anyway, per se, I don't really know. I think it's in Antarctica. Again, I don't fact check this. I heard it. I don't know what it is, but it's happening. So we are supposed to be getting side effects from that. So every single state in the U.S., including Hawaii, is going to have temperatures under freezing this, and it's supposed to be, there's a big warning for 10 days.
Yeah, I remember saying from Sunday through like Friday of next week, obviously. The highs are going to be all under 20, and all the lows are going to be under 10, some even dropping into the negatives.
Yeah, so wear your gloves and hats, guys. Your coats.
Cold or just stay inside, and that's even easier.
And Wisconsin actually is one of the 16 states that are going to have temperatures below 0. And most parts of Wisconsin are going to be 25 degrees below 0.
That's freezing cold.
And there's a lot of warnings, and it said that in the... We'll explain after the video while you were laughing.
No,
anyway, let's try to wrap this up a little bit. Not the podcast, but this segment. Anyway,
keep going.
the reason why is because why am I sorry? You're distracting me.
Train of thought went
Anyway,
off the rails.
so if you go outside in the coldest parts of the U.S. that's going to hit the hardest, it said that it is deadly because 30 minutes not wearing proper clothing outside can immediately give you frostbite. So stay safe, everybody. So stay safe. So I wanted to say one more thing until Macy goes into her little phase here where she talks for 10 hours. So this is what the
It's not going to be 10 hours, don't worry.
This is what the internet is very excited about. Okay, this week.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so.
Well, you wouldn't unless you're someone like me that.
I have an idea. Is TikTok getting banned again for like the 15th time?
Who would ban it?
That's a great question, actually.
Yep. Anyway,
Sorry,
Ben
that's topic.
and Jerry's
I've only tried them once.
food flavor
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
is now available dairy free.
Whoa! I've been waiting for this day all my life.
Mom's on Zoom. You've never even tried it. You don't even.
I don't even think I've
haven't
ever
even
had Ben
Ben
and
Jerry's.
Jerry's.
I've had it once at the ball game
I think
because
I've had
they
it
didn't have
once.
Dippin' Dots at the ball game, so I got Ben and Jerry's.
I think I've had it once.
Yeah, so that is
But I have heard of the fish food flavor. Isn't it spelled weird too?
PHISH.
PHISH. And then food.
Yeah, so that is now available and dairy free. So if you were someone that cannot eat dairy, that is available for you. It's all, I think it's like a chocolate swirl with like cookie dough and like brownie fudge, all that different stuff.
I like
I don't know. You should try
It
it.
sounds good though. We both looked down.
Anyway, now Macy, do you want to read so every week, let me explain something real quick. Every week, every podcast we are going to give, since it is Black History Month, as Macy's going to talk about in a second, every week we are going to give you a fact about a African American person that has made history. And, so yeah, we're going to give you a fact, and the next podcast will reveal who that person was. And yeah, so Macy.
So I'm gonna kind of do like a word of like I am the person. But first I just want to tell you, there are some straightforward hints, and there are some that are a little hidden deeper that you gotta think deeper about. So I am an African American female. My career really took off in 1992. I was born in Alabama and moved to Chicago, Illinois when I was 3. I still live there today. Who am I?
That is our fact. Now, if you want to have a chance to win a prize, I have that turned off. Messenger, Facebook, Josie Tyler, or email at josieray09@gmail.com. All right, Macy, would you like to talk to us about the stuff?
So February is not only Black History Month, which I'm going to talk about in a second, is why we're doing the Black History thing, but it's also American Heart Month. So I don't really have much information about it. I just thought about that. But yeah, it's American Heart Month, just want to say that. Black History Month. So every February obviously is Black History Month. So I would encourage you every day or every day. My teacher actually gave us a little slideshow, and it's for each day of February there's going to be a Black History Month person. Okay. On that slide. But I encourage you every day in February to go online, search up Black History Month, or I don't know, just type up something to try to find out more information about this, different people. Especially after you find out who this is. So people like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, you know all those. You mostly know those. But Harriet Tubman, you know those people. Try to look up people and research people who you don't know anything about. Also, what was I? Oh, yes. 14th is Valentine's Day, so find your Valentine and do something nice for them.
We will have one podcast, another podcast after this one, before Valentine's Day, I believe.
So probably
what day is Valentine's Day on?
14th, Josie, every month.
Day.
I think it's on a Friday.
The podcast might go up on I'm gonna check that out while Macy continues talking. Okay, so next is it's funny but also not.
Sorry.
It is funny but also not funny at the same time. So the title of this segment is Mom Warns Parents After Child Gets 150 bunchums. Bunchums is the name of the thing stuck in their hair.
Are we going to link this down below, or are we going to show them on there?
No, I'm going to pop up a picture. If you are listening, don't worry about it, but I am going to pop up a picture right now of the hair.
Wait, can I see the picture?
Before and after. Yeah, hang on. Those are the.
Sorry, she's going to show me the picture real quick, too. While the picture's
That's the
probably
before, okay?
Oh, my God.
That's the after. That's the after.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. So
you know
I want to just
they're like little balls of Velcro.
So I want to read what this mom tweeted. She said, "I post the good. Well, here's some of the bad. Friday at 4 p.m. until Saturday at 10 p.m. was my worst mom nightmare to date. Abigail and Noah, those are her kids' names, got done with virtual school and went to the basement to play. About 10 minutes later, Noah comes running up to tell me that Abigail had something stuck in her hair. Then she came up. Apparently, Noah had poured a container of bunchums, is what they're called, on Abigail's head, being a jokester. We have had these for years, but rarely play with them. If you Google bunchums and tangled hair, you will see a ton of posts come up of children that have had this happen too. amazing that they can still be on the market with a small warning label stating that they can get stuck in hair. She had about 150 of these things layered and matted in her hair. They made it worse trying to remove them themselves because they connect together kind of like Velcro. I'm not going to go through all of this because, yeah. But she said she had her take a bath trying to get it out with water, and
Wouldn't that make it worse? Because they're like gonna dry there now. I'd just shave her head off.
to be honest, that's probably what I would do. So I'll pop up the before and after up there again, and I will also link bunchums in the description so you know exactly what they are. I'll pop up a picture of bunchums too. But yeah, that is what happened. She was only 7, and so I do not recommend getting bunchums. Actually, we have a few bunchums. A dad.
We had them. We don't have them anymore.
Yeah, I think we lost all of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
They probably got stuck to like shirts and stuff, and then pants, and went in the washer, and they got lost.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Got stuck to random things. I know some of them got stuck to
Alright, so I wanted to talk about a little argument we had. So I was trying to get Macy to do this with me, and she got so mad and stormed off like a 2-year-old.
I did not.
Yeah,
I did
you
not.
did.
No.
Because I wouldn't let her say stuff about the wealthy. She wanted to do the top 10 wealthy people. We shortened it to top 5. And yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. Oh, I need my phone for this.
Okay, you may begin, I guess.
Oh, my phone's stuck.
Can I point out real quick? All the topics I've been talking about, you've been talking with me about. All of yours, you just say everything.
Well, maybe if you chimed in a little bit more.
What am I supposed to talk with you about? Wealthy people, top 10 wealthiest people.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go with the top 10 wealthiest people now. Business Insider India is a credible source, but this is as of January 22nd, 2021, so it's pretty recent. So our first one, I actually have it all written down, but I'm just doing like little spiels here. Jeff Bezos is the number 1. He is worth $192.3 billion. That's with a B, not a M, a B, billion. He's the Amazon founder and CEO. He ranks as actually the 2nd richest person on Earth, but I'm pretty sure these are,
Who's the 2nd richest person outside of Earth?
yeah. Maybe like there's an astronaut in space. That's like, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so he founded Amazon in 1994 out of his garage. The next one is Elon Musk, which most of you guys probably know who he is. He's worth $182.9 billion. He's working to revolutionize transportation both on Earth through electric car, he makes Teslas, and in space via rocket producer SpaceX.
Continue.
He also makes Teslas.
You can talk loud.
And he produces SpaceX rockets. His rocket company is valued at nearly $100 billion.
Stop for a second. You may continue.
And Tesla has actually become the world's most valuable automaker with a market capitalization of $342 billion. But obviously all that money isn't his, so that's why he's worth $182.9 billion. The next one is the Bernard
What number are we on?
Arnault. What?
What number are we on?
Huh?
What number are we on?
3.
5. Top 5.
Next one is Bernard Arnault and family. He is worth they are, so it's not just one person on this one, it's this person and his whole family, Bernard and his whole family. They're worth $148.4 billion. So LVMH, what does that mean? I don't know, but he's the French chairman and CEO. He has an empire of more than 70 brands, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. He's actually Europe's richest man.
Wow.
Bill Gates is our 4th, with a whopping $121.6 billion. Oh no, what did I just click? $121.6 billion. Anyway, he founded Microsoft along with Paul Allen. He retains only 1% of the company's shares and invests the rest in stocks and other assets. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is the world's largest private charitable foundation, which is him and his wife, I'm pretty sure. And fifth is Mark Zuckerberg. Most of you know, I knew this, that he is the co-founder and CEO and chairman of Facebook. Oh, he's $99.8 billion. He owns about 15% stakes in Facebook after the firm went public in May 2012. Next up is...
Okay, we had to pause for a second because Mom came in and was telling us that she was getting ready to go because she's going to get her hair done like an old lady.
Yeah, she's got to get those highlights and stuff.
Anyway, but Macy, I started it again. Macy went 1, 2, 3.
No, it was actually and... Anyway, next up, number 6 spot, we have Zhang Shanshan. $89.2 billion. The Chinese billionaire, he's Chinese, obviously. He is the founder of the largest beverage company in China, so not one that we would probably know. But he held a variety of jobs. He was a construction worker, news reporter. Then he built his own business called Nong Fu Spring. He's also the chairman of a pharmacy, called Wantai.
That
sounds
is
really good
top.
right now. Is some wontons. This last one we have is Warren Buffett at $89.1 billion. He is popularly known as the Oracle of Omaha. You know Jimmy Buffett, Warren Buffett, they're related. He runs Berkshire Hathaway that owns over 60 companies, including like Geico Insurance, Duracell, which is a battery, Dairy Queen. He's the son of a U.S. congressman. He bought his first stock at the age of 11. And that's all I have for you today for those people.
All right. Next, for the last, technically, segment I want to talk about is it has been almost 1 year since COVID-19 has been declared a global pandemic. So how are you feeling about that?
That is just crazy time to me. Like, we've technically been in quarantine. Really haven't been continuously in quarantine for that whole year. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, we've been, like, having to wear masks and everything for a whole year. That is crazy to think about.
So I really want to talk about, get deep into this about, like, sorry, we had to take a little pee break there. But to wrap this up, again, I wanted to say it has been a full year, almost full year, being in a pandemic. Macy stated her opinion earlier.
It's crazy.
And it's just weird because, like, I should say we, because it's not just me that's going through this, whole world is. It's very odd, though, because I just feel like we have been in this pandemic for so long that it's like,
Become a way of life.
yeah, it's just, like, natural now. Like, oh, yeah, don't forget to wear your mask. And I was actually, there's a YouTuber that I watched, her name's Colleen Ballinger, and she has a kid that is 2 now, a little boy, and she was talking about this on her channel, she was like, it's so weird now, the world we live in, because my son, he doesn't know anybody, he doesn't know anybody other than my cats and his friends. So at night, he always asks for puppets on the wall. So she'll do it with puppets, and he says everything. He describes his whole day to the little finger, not the puppet, but you know what I mean, the shadow puppet. And she was like, it's so sad that his only friend is the bunny that's on the wall. And then she was like, it also is so weird because when we were going to the park earlier today, and we went out the door, and he was like, Mama, mask? And she was like, how odd is that my 2-year-old son knows that we don't leave the house without our mask? Like, it's just crazy.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had something to say, but then I forgot.
Anyway, it's weird. We adapted to it, though, and it's going smooth. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, of course, we don't want this pandemic to last much longer if it can.
Oh, yeah, I know what I was going to say.
But, why are you ripping apart your socks?
Sorry, just keep going.
Obviously, we don't want it to last any longer than it, like, can stop, but it's just, it's not as bad as we thought it was going to be in the beginning.
Imagine, like, living, like, when we didn't have to, like, the plague. I mean, that's technically kind of like, it was a pandemic. Or an epidemic or something, I don't remember. But then schools, like, we wouldn't be going to school right now. But we have technology. We can go to school over Zoom. We wouldn't be, you know, being able to Zoom with, we wouldn't be able to call our family. Well, now we can Zoom with our family.
Yeah.
Like, that's
We
crazy.
should be really grateful and thankful for all the
Thankful
things.
for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is a good experience. It's kind of, it's, even though it's taking people apart physically, I feel like it's bringing them together at the same time.
Okay, so let's not talk about that for much longer. Anyway, so I asked, to end this off a little bit, I'm going to ask Macy 2 questions I think she doesn't know about me, and Macy's going to ask me the same. So Macy, do you want to start off with your first question?
What is my favorite type of clothing?
Like, oh. Sorry.
Not specifically my clothing, just like favorite type of clothing, like socks, shoes.
Oh, shorts. I get it right.
Probably. Honestly, I'm really not sure about that. Because, like, I feel like t-shirts, but I don't love t-shirts. You know what I mean? I don't love shorts. Because I will wear leggings, but, like, I won't wear a long sleeve shirt.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
I haven't seen Macy wear a long sleeve shirt in years.
I just started wearing sweatshirts, like, last week, and I love them. Like, I've been wearing that one that your Melanie got me. I love it. That's in the washer right now. I don't even know. I don't think I have another sweatshirt here at Mom's. I need to go to Dad's and get my other one.
All right, now I'm going to ask you one of my questions, okay? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What has been my favorite vacation?
It's probably, I'm trying to think. Was it the Oregon one?
No, but it was one of my favorites, but not my favorite.
Was it... Can you give me a hint? Was it on the East Coast or the West Coast?
I can't say.
Why? Was it just the whole East Coast trip?
I can't say.
I'm...
Oh no, it wasn't the East Coast trip.
Was it the California trip?
No.
Was it... I don't even know. Just tell me.
The cruise. All right, I'm gonna do my question, and then you can do your last question.
Okay.
My computer editor.
Computer?
What's the editor I use on my computer?
Chrome Edit.
What?
Chrome Edit.
That's a thing?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know, Josie. I don't even know when they're in shop.
No, it's my phone editor.
No.
It starts with We.
We Edit. We
Close.
Photo.
No.
We Video.
Yeah! We Video! Okay.
Okay, this is my next question.
All right, last one.
What is my favorite hairstyle? Hint, it's not one that I normally wear. There are 2 possible answers.
Hair down? You don't usually wear that hairstyle.
It's not one that I ever wear.
The little bun thing up here?
No.
I don't know. Ponytails? Pigtails?
Can you not hear me? It's not one that I've ever really worn.
Oh, how
I've
is
only
that
worn it
your
like
favorite?
once or twice when someone else does it for me.
Space bun? Oh, a French braid.
Not a French braid.
Dutch braid.
Yes.
Dutch.
I like Dutch braids. I just love how they look. I also like buns. I don't think it'd look good on me.
I like space
But
bun.
I like space buns that have the
Half up,
braids
half
that
down.
the braids that come up like this, and then they bun. So there's like 2 braids right
Yeah.
here, and then
Okay.
it goes into buns.
Can you sit up? All right, we're gonna play a little game. All right, are you ready? This game is gonna be me to you, so you're gonna be the one kind of like doing the game. All right, you ready? Let's start this game. So this is Mad Gab, and if anybody has played Mad Gab,
Okay, now
it
they
is
are-
where you say.
I'm just kidding.
It gives you some word. Mad Gab gives you some words, okay? And you say it, and the other person has to guess like the phrase you're saying.
Mhm.
All right, you ready?
Wait, I want to do it to you though.
Nope. All right, you ready?
It's not fair.
Here we go. I'm gonna do it in like my Irish accent, okay? That's not Irish.
It's not Irish.
You ready? He's a ladies' man. He's a ladies' man.
He's a ladies' man?
Yeah, you got it. It's a ladies' man.
Okay.
Nose hair. Nose hair.
Nose hair.
Yeah, this is so easy.
This is so
for you.
easy, seriously.
All right. He's a sly fox.
He's a sly fox.
I pillow his eye. Saying it.
I pillow Savai.
I pillow his eye.
I pill I spill.
I pillow sigh.
I pillow sigh.
Macy, has to be an actual thing. This is an easy one. I pillow sigh.
I pillow sigh.
Macy, it has to be an actual thing.
I don't know.
I pillow sigh.
I
pillow. Eiffel.
Eiffel Tower.
I pillow sigh.
I pillow sigh.
You're saying it.
I pillow sigh.
You're saying it.
I
Apple of his eye.
apple of his eye.
Right, ready? A winkle in his eyes.
A tinkle. A wrinkle in his eye. No. A sprinkle. No, what is it? A twinkle.
Yeah,
Twinkle.
twinkle in his eye.
I don't even know what I was thinking.
String bikini.
String bikini.
Yeah. Of lion squirrel.
A lion. I can't talk. A
lion squirrel.
Squirrel.
A lion 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 squirrel. 3 words.
Airlines squirrel. I like squirrels.
No.
I love squirrels.
You got the first and last.
I squirrel.
No, it's not I though. You got
A live squirrel.
a lion squirrel. A lion squirrel.
A lion squirrel.
A lion squirrel.
A
A lion
lion
squirrel.
A flying
A
squirrel.
flying squirrel. You got it. All right, last one. You ready? Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
All right, I'm gonna do a few more because we got some time.
You have a good Irish accent,
I know.
especially when it's low.
I know.
No, not the high one. That sounds like some kind of fairy
All right,
mixed with like some kind of pea,
are you ready?
like a pea, you know, like how peas sound in movies.
Do we know who?
Do I know you?
How do you know this? See, can't tired of it.
She's getting tired of it.
Close. See, can't tired of it.
Cece's tired of it.
See, can't tired of it. See, can't tired of it.
C can't tired of it.
You got the last part.
Tired of it?
Yeah. See, can't tired of it.
She is getting tired of it.
See, can't hide of it.
Can't hide of it?
This is a common phrase. I say this to you all the time. I said this in my
Get
vlog
over it.
yesterday when you have your stuff all over the floor. See, can't tired of it.
Sick and tired of
Sick
it.
and tired of it. All right. Last one. Maybe 2 more if you get this quick. A panda bear.
A panda bear.
British accent.
British accent.
My grandchildren.
My grandchildren.
You're so good at this. A pair of tennis shoes.
A pair of tennis shoes.
El hockey charm.
Try again.
El hockey charm.
A lucky charm.
Ugh. How's the wife on kids?
How's the wife and kids?
Oh, you're so good at this. And that's all of them I got. All right.
Aww,
Macy's going to end off the podcast. Macy's going to talk to you a little bit about
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
CDC vaccine information and talk it.
Because I just thought, because we were talking about like more fun stuff, I was like, oh, because people might want to know this. I mean, you can skip this if you don't want it. So as COVID vaccinations are going out, we are wondering how long we will have to stay in. So pretty much before I continue, this information is provided by the CDC, which is a credible and reliable source checked by yours truly. Anyway, the CDC is recommending that first the vaccine goes to healthcare personnel and residents of long-term care facilities. I think I told you guys that this is from December 3rd, so they might not have known that vaccines were already going out. So obviously there's been vaccines given to certain healthcare professionals, but this is what they were suggesting during December 3rd because they don't have any new information out yet. They are also suggesting that the vaccines be rolled out in phases, as I'm going to talk about. Phase 1B, frontline essential workers is one of the things that are going to be in Phase 1B. So these are firefighters, police officers, correctional officers, food and agricultural workers, postal workers, grocery store workers, public transit workers, and education workers, such as teachers, support staff, and daycare workers. The other thing in Phase 1B is people aged 75 and older, because obviously they're at higher risk because they're older. Phase 1C is the second phase. This one is 65 to 74-year-olds, because you already got the 75 to and up. This 65 to 74-year-olds, again, because they're high risk. And then the second people who this is going to be acting at is 16-year-olds to 64-year-olds, but only ones that have underlying medical conditions such as asthma or things that will help make them have potentially life-threatening complications. Also, Phase 1C will have other essential workers such as transportation and logistics, food service, finance, information technology, communications, energy law, media, and public safety and health. Again, the CDC will come out with more recommendations when vaccine availability expands, when it will start going to people under the age of 64. And people without complications. Also, guys, this is just like that last thing that doesn't have to do with that. But the CDC, and like I'm pretty sure Madison County, like government, whatever, whoever does that kind of stuff, but the CDC pretty much. Madison County has just entered Phase 4 of restoration. So many restaurants are reopened for indoor seating. So like I saw on Facebook, Mavis just opened back up and that kind of stuff. But yeah. That's all I have for you today, so after.
Alrighty, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. We will both see you next week.
Yes.
This podcast is going up on Friday.
Oh, I have something to say. If you have any suggestions on what you want to know about,
Yes. Also, ask us questions. Email.
Comment.
So usually, today, since it is our first podcast coming back, I just had each other ask each other questions. Excuse me. Anyway, so email at josieray09@gmail.com. Link in description. The burp again there. And then if you have Facebook Messenger, Facebook me at Josie Tyler. That is at Josie Tyler on Facebook. Or you can tag me in a story on Snapchat and give me your question there. That would work as well. I'll see you guys next week. We will both see you next week. Have an awesome week and peace.
love you.
You can relax. Moo and JoJo have a podcast. The world is scary and we're stuck in our homes, and there are a lot of unknowns. But you can relax. Moo and Joe have a podcast.